I don't get this world. I'm fucking so confused. Holy crap-a-doodle. So I thought I'd have a little fun with an argument yesterday. I hit record because I thought that maybe if we heard each other out and she could re-listen, maybe she could understand things from a different perspective or understand where I was coming from. Because she was calling me a misogynist or whatever it was she was calling me. It started with a TikTok where it's Pride Month and a trans person flashed their boobies. Now, my wife took the TikTok a whole different way than I did. And I tried. I need to say this. This is all I was trying to say to her. I was like, listen, all she's trying to say is, if trans are supposed to be so equal, why are they out there flashing their breasts? Because it wouldn't be okay if it was just a regular person out there, let alone if it had anything to do with Trump. Like, to be honest, if this trans person didn't announce they were trans and I was looking from a distance, it looks like a woman. Like, my point was to her is that nobody should be out there at the White House flashing their boobies, especially when children are watching, because it is Pride Month. And I don't think you're being very prideful if you gotta hang your private parts out to show something that's supposed to be about unity and love. Why do you have to dress like that or not wear anything at all? Let alone have to do it around children. Then she got on. It's the law. Anyone's allowed to do it. I said, okay. But like I said, would they be up in arms if it was a Trump rally and it was a heterosexual woman doing something like that? Well, she's allowed to, but I'm like, but you don't think the story, like, I don't get the world that I'm living in. My son doesn't even know my stance. He just knows that I'm a misogynist and a pig. Because I believe in God. Therefore, I hate him. Yeah, I try and tell his mother, listen, this is my stance and my beliefs. I believe that a man and a woman is natural. That's what I believe, Joanna. I also believe that everybody has free will. And as long as they're not hurting anyone, I'm not the judge. Because they're not hurting anybody on this earth. And if they are hurting anybody, maybe it's themselves. But here's the kicker. Who's to know if homosexuality is really bad if you were to take a look at it from the other side? Who are we as people to judge somebody who says that they have a connection with God? And yet they're still homosexual. Who are we to judge that? That's their connection. If it's a broken connection, it's not to them. So who are we to judge? Those are my beliefs. But yet they're wrong. I even tell my wife, hey, I think this is bigger than you know, sweetheart. And that if you would have just helped me instead of tried to hurt me, you would have figured out all I'm trying to do is find out the truth. And if we unite all of the people, which I know seems like a fucking nightmarish of a dream to accomplish, because I mean, we got the unvaxxed superheroes now who, instead of wanting to inform and trying to help, want to tell the other side how fucking stupid they are. Even though they need them, because they know the government's a piece of shit. They'd rather sit there and fucking make videos and hate on them rather than tell them that, hey, you guys are kind of stupid, but we love you and we need you. And let's make sure they don't keep doing this to our children. Because, hey, here, go look at this that Redacted has. Hey, there's stats on how many baby deaths are happening now with parents of child. And then, fuck, we just shut everybody up. We don't want to hear it. Don't just shut them up. Because it's alright to censor. I'd rather know you're a fucking idiot and let me know. Hey, if you want to be a white supremacist, come on out. Come on out and tell everybody who you are, knothead. So then maybe the rest of the human race, just not the white and the black people, but all the people can sit there and look at the white supremacists and say, it's okay. Why don't you guys all just stick together and find a little place to huddle up together and live your lives the way you want without us? If not, and you want to live amongst us, shut the fuck up or there's going to be punishments. And that's not, like, I believe everybody should have their beliefs. Like, fuck. Shouldn't society, not the government, dictate like this fucking cake business? Where the government's telling them they gotta go out of business or they gotta sell to gay people. Why? They're upfront and honest. If you don't like them and you think they're bigots, then don't shop at their store. Shouldn't it be that fucking easy? Like, but instead, nobody's allowed to hold their opinions. As long as these cake makers aren't going out and trying to hurt homosexuals, where's the harm for them having their own beliefs? But instead, society believes that it can dictate what our beliefs are. Personally, I might not buy from that cake maker. But I shouldn't dislike someone because they like a cake maker that's obviously a good cake maker, and it doesn't bother them that they think that way. Maybe they think the same way. Who knows? As long as they're not going out and hurting anybody and yelling at people on the streets. Like, holy smokes. So anyways, let's see, I get off track. So we fought about, like, half the time, like, I had re-listened to this conversation, 45 minutes long, and I don't think I got to get my beliefs out. It just always comes back to me being a chauvinist. And she thinks Jordan Peterson's a chauvinist. And she has no idea that a woman made me the man I am today. Because let me tell you, I didn't have any fucking good male role models in my life. My superhero was a fucking woman. And she wants me to believe that there's something wrong with my thinking. And when I think that if you're with somebody, you shouldn't be shaking your goods and flopping your tits out in public. And that there's something wrong with me thinking everybody should be loved equally. Just leave the fucking children alone. Let the children become adults before they make up adult decisions, if that's really what they want. But instead, we're imprinting it in their brains that, hey, if you want to feel special, come join our special little group. And we'll fight for you. Because they don't feel special enough at home. Or whatever. Fuck me, man. I don't understand this world. It's like, fuck. Men's Mental Health Month. June. Congratulations, government. You're doing a good job. Everybody's minds twisted. Off their children. Onto their sports games and or often the next purchase or next idol worship. You know, our kids are being trained at younger and younger ages. I mean, look at what they've done to the adults today. Like, honestly, ask yourself, if grandma and grandpa could go back and they could look at what's going on today, what do you think they would fucking say? Do you think that there was people being screaming to be trans back then? And like, who even put the idea into people's heads? Like, obviously it has to come from somewhere. Like, I don't know. I've never been one and anything like that. Like I said, at least I can respect Caitlyn Jenner. Because all she says is, leave the fucking kids alone. And she's gone from fucking the fucking woman of the year to fucking a shit stain, eh? Just for saying, leave the fucking kids alone. It's a weird world. It's fucking weird. I don't even... The fucking Matrix. Maybe I'll post that and get your guys' opinions, but fuck, it's 45 minutes and nobody even knows what my opinions and thoughts are. And if you do, please let me know.